us. Tell us. Listen. They need to protect our team. Why are they bringing the past?
A somber mood engulfed Gilgil Stadium on Friday, 12th June, as thousands of mourners gathered to bid farewell to the 16 students who lost their lives in a devastating fire tragedy at Utumishi Girls Academy. The emotional requiem mass brought together grieving families, religious leaders, government officials, politicians, students, and members of the public, all united in mourning the young lives cut short by the tragedy that has shaken the entire nation. Among the leaders present was Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, whose speech drew loud cheers from sections of the crowd after he delivered a heartfelt apology to the bereaved families and openly acknowledged failures by the country's leadership.
Thank you, Senator Keroche. Thank you. Thank you very much. To the families that are bereaved, to the clergy led by Reverend Kivuva, our First Lady, Madam Racheal Ruto, and all the leaders who are here, I greet you in the name of Jesus. Hamjambo. Hamjambo tena. My name is Edwin Sifuna. I am the SG of ODM, Senator of Nairobi, and the Deputy Minority Whip in the Senate. I have come here to condole with you on behalf of the ODM party, on behalf of the people of Nairobi, on behalf of all of us in the Linda Mwananchi movement. I want to say poleni sana. I am here because I'm a leader in this country, and today, as part of the leadership, we are not going to make any excuses. I want to tender an unreserved apology to the families who have lost these 16 young souls for all the failures of leadership that ensured that this could not have been arrested. We have nothing to say but pole for everything that we have done or not done to eradicate these things. Reverend Kivuva, you have asked for how long must these things happen? These things have happened and gone on for far too long. And as a country and as a leadership, we now need to put this to an end. You have said, for how long must people cry across the country? We are asking ourselves, where is our God? Because all over Kenya is just kilio too, Reverend. For how long must Kenyans cry? And we are hoping that you, the people, are going to provide some solutions in the coming future. I want, on behalf of the Linda Mwananchi team, because one of the parents here is our friend from Turkana, Mama Fortune Amaya. I have not seen her. I don't know where she is. Yes. I would like that on behalf of the Linda Mwananchi team, we are here with the Honorable Majimbo Kalasinga from Kabuchai. We are here with the Honorable Pauline Njoroge from Nairobi and Abi Zwena, who is a local here. We have put together something, just a token, to try and help with the burial arrangements. And Grace, who spoke on behalf of the affected families, please come so that you can receive the token that we have put together as Linda Mwananchi. Words fail us. As a parent myself, the phone call that I fear the most is from the school where my daughter attends, and I cannot begin to fathom what you are going through. Poleni sana na Mungu aweke roho za hawa watoto wetu mahali pema peponi. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
As the ceremony progressed, emotions ran high. Parents fought back tears as they remembered their daughters, while fellow students struggled to come to terms with the painful reality of losing their friends and classmates. When his turn came to address the gathering, Sifuna departed from the usual political rhetoric and instead spoke in unusual candor. Standing before the grieving families, he admitted that leaders had failed in their responsibility to protect the children. The senator told mourners that he was not present merely as a politician, but as a part of leadership system that must take responsibility for what happened. He stated that there were no excuses that could justify the loss of the 16 young lives. In one of the most striking moments of his speech, Sifuna offered what he described as an unreversed apology to the families. He acknowledged that leadership failures, whether through action or inaction, contributed to a situation where such tragedy was able to occur.
Onapo amani kama shwari, amani onapo shida, kwa mambo yote umenituli, ni salama. Imba salama, salama, ni salama, oh salama, salama, oh rohoni, ingawa shetani atanitesa, nitajipa moyo, kwani Kristo ameona unyonge wangu, amekupa kwa roho yangu. Oh, salama, ni salama, oh, ni salama rohoni mwangu. Oh, salama, ni salama, oh, ni salama rohoni mwangu. Dhambi zangu zote wala si nusu, zimewekwa msa.
He admitted that despite previous school fire disasters witnessed in Kenya over the years, adequate measures had not been put in place to ensure that similar incidents never happened again. The crowd listened attentively as he questioned why the country continues to experience recurring tragedies involving school children despite lessons from past disasters. His remarks appeared to resonate with many mourners who responded with cheers and applause, appreciating what some viewed as a rare display of accountability from a national leader. Sifuna stressed that the nation could no longer continue witnessing families being thrown into mourning due to preventable disasters. He challenged leaders to every level to ensure that meaningful reforms are implemented to guarantee the safety of learners in school across the country. The senator further argued that lasting accountability will ultimately depend on citizens making informed decisions when electing leaders. He expressed hope that future elections will provide an opportunity for Kenyans to choose leaders committed to addressing systematic failures that continue to put lives at risk. His speech came against the backdrop of overwhelming grief that dominated the requiem service. Throughout the ceremony, heartbreaking scenes unfolded as parents, relatives, and friends remembered the victims. Some openly wept while others held on to photographs of their daughters struggling to cope with immense loss. Religious leaders leading the service called for unity, healing, and justice, while also urging authorities to establish the full circumstances that led to the deadly fire. The tragedy has sparked renewed national debate about school safety standards, emergency preparedness, dormitory conditions, and the enforcement of regulations meant to protect students. For the families gathered at Gilgil Stadium, however, the focus remained on honoring the memories of the 16 girls whose dreams were tragically cut short. As prayers filled the stadium and mourners stood in silent reflection, one message echoed throughout the ceremony: that the young lives lost should never be forgotten, and that their deaths must serve as a turning point in ensuring safety of students across Kenya. The emotional farewell ended with renewed calls for accountability, justice, and meaningful reforms as the nation continues to mourn one of the most heartbreaking school tragedies in recent memory. May they rest in peace.